Hello, hello, hello. Oh, it went diddling. Hello, everybody. How is everybody doing? Hi, April. How you doing, sweetie? You alright? Scoochie, scoochie. Hanging in? Yeah. I know the feeling. Oh, dear me. What you been up to? Anything? Nothing? Same old, same old. You got to help Mary. Okie dokie. I'm going to have a drink then. Hello, lurker. Galena the lurker. Oh dear. I am so tired, you guys. Absolutely cream crackered. Did I? When? Hey, Mary. What are you oh-shitting about? What did I do? You were on the wrong screen. Oh. That's not very good then, is it? I didn't do it wrong. Phew, thank God for that. Oh, yeah, no, that's yeah. No, you want the live. I'm in pain, love, yeah. Just, in there. I've been driving today as well, and of course in England it's standard to drive a stick rather than an automatic. So, and because we sit on the other side of the car, that is my stick shifting arm. And yeah, I drove for probably about an hour. Yeah, it is really badly. It was so bad last night. I would spend ages finally finding a position that would support my shoulder, so I didn't feel like it was dragging. It just felt so heavy, you know. I remember when a friend of mine had her knee replaced, and I remember saying to her, "Does it feel any heavier?" And she said, "It does, but I know that it's psychosomatic." And she said, "To me it feels mega heavy." She said, "But I know that that's in my head." And that's what my shoulder felt like last night. Like, it felt really, really, really heavy. And I would get it supported by a pillow or something, and then I would doze off, usually flat on my back, which means I snore like a pig because I'm flat on my back. And then, of course, as I finally fall asleep, I would move and roll over, and then it would be like, because my shoulder's suddenly gone from being supported to not, and that was really, really painful. So, but I thought I was going to come on and at least set up next week, because you know what is happening next week. The big day is next week, and I've got to.
Oh,
got
I
to
missed
set
it.
No, you haven't, because I haven't started yet. So, and I'm still on the big wide cam. So there we go. There's my baby.
Can you stay down for a little
I
bit?
can't afford one, Mary, to be perfectly honest.
So you're not on yet?
Yeah, I'm on now. You're on. Look. Squish in so they can see you. Hang on, let me...
Oh, I forgot to turn
No,
the
come here. You can turn it off in a sec. Come here. Because in a sec you're going to turn it off and go to bed. Come here, because they can't see you. All they can see is your shoulder.
Let me sit on your lap.
Chiropractic is something you can get, like, on the NHS here. Don't start with the whining. Not necessary. So...
Don't whine, doggy.
You know, I could possibly get a referral, but to be honest, by the time I even get an appointment with my GP, it will have sorted itself out. It'll be fine in this time next week, hoping it'll be sorted, you know. And if not, hey, there's always vodka.
Alexa, good night.
Good night. Sweet dreams.
Good night, sweet dreams. That's what she's programmed to say to you, isn't it? No, I don't, unfortunately. So, I can just imagine that'd be lovely.
Can
Can I help you? Oh, I can. There we go. Hello.
Now turn me to the table.
Now turn you to the table. I thought you said tie you to the table for a minute. I was like, it's not that kind of stream, baby. So, it's just part of being hypermobile, Mary. It happens, every now and then. So, right, what are we doing now?
It's time today, Mum's BuJournal.
Time for today, Mum's BuJournal.
Can I stay down?
Can I have a kiss?
Can I stay down below?
Mwah! Oh, kisses galore. I love a good kiss. Well, I love a good kiss. Apparently Daryl doesn't love a good kiss anymore.
And Mum,
Daryl?
can I stay down to look in your bed?
No, you're going to go to bed now, aren't you? Oh, April wants to know why she hasn't had kisses back.
April.
I've got you. You're not going anywhere. Ooh.
April, there's one thing I would like to ask you. Have you got any presents I can always get?
No. You don't give kisses for presents. You give kisses for kisses. There you go. Yeah. Where's my cat?
What cat?
You not met my cat? Hang on. Oh, my ring just fell off.
Oh, I know. It's Elsa.
No, not that cat. That's your cat. Hang on. Hang on. No, I don't want to go there. Get out. Yeah, you're heavy. Get off. Alright. This is... Let me find April's
Cat.
messages. Alright. That's April's cat watching me on YouTube.
So where's your cat?
He loves me. He likes watching
That's
me.
your cat?
Yes, I call him my cat because he's watching me on YouTube. He's in bed. Tut. Let Mary's giving you kisses as well. Right. Time for you to go to bed now.
I want to stay down for more huggies.
More huggies? You mean more bouncing all over Mummy, don't you? Get those legs.
Stop.
The legs are ticklish. Right. Is the TV still on? Right. Could you please turn it off? Go on, please.
Squat all my bumper.
Kids don't just love them. He's in bed. Oh, that's the best place to be. I'd like to go to bed. Oh, dear me. Right. So, what's the goss? Anybody got any gossip for me? Come on. There must be something I don't know. There's probably loads of things I don't know. Tell me what they are. Damn, that laptop's fast. Good. That's the point, wasn't it? I am gonna do something a bit. Use a different pen. Right, give me a kiss, and then go to bed.
But can't you read the book?
Not right now, no, because I'm online. Come on, we'll read it in the morning after your bath. Okay, so say good night to everybody.
I'm niggling. Good night, everyone.
Hi, Mikey.
Hi, Mikey. Everyone, I think I want a little bit more kisses.
A little bit more kisses. All right, you do the little bit more kisses bit then. I'll see if I can find a pen.
Okay. I found some over here.
That colour.
I think we should go for the red one.
Dear, well, it's not up to you.
Yes, it is.
No, it really isn't.
Can't we take the red one?
Nope.
Please.
No. Go on. Shoo.
I want more kisses.
I want, don't get.
Okay, one thing.
Ow, Daryl.
Oh, kisses!
From 4 o'clock till 6 this morning. Awesome. Right. You are here, but you're sleepy and lurking. Why are you here? I didn't think you were here tonight. Yay. How are you? Oh, there's the photo of my baby.
What baby? So that's a baby.
Oh, bless his heart. Go away, don't touch.
Why does that cat always watch you when you're
Because he loves me. He thinks I'm fabulous. Oh, it's next week you're not here. Oh, that's right, yeah. Because I said I wasn't sure if I'm going to be here next week. So, right, go on, sod off. Go. Before I've had enough and kick your ass. Go on.
Elsa's still on
Shove
your
off.
chair.
I don't care that she's on my chair. Go on. Shoo. Shoo.
Yeah. Buzz off.
Go on, go to bed.
Those are my pets.
Now.
Buzz off.
Horrible child.
Did we do my tea?
Hello, Thunder Fox. Welcome to my channel.
Did,
How are you?
Did we
Sorry, the child will be leaving momentarily.
did we do my tea?
Yes, we did your teeth. I've turned your light on. We've done everything.
And
As we do every bloody Wednesday.
I turned my light off.
No, your clock I'm talking about. I've turned your clock on. Go on. Right, good night. Love you.
Good night. Lucky.
Love you lots. Love you more. Go on. Yeah, there are times. I know I'm a pain in the butt. I have to live with you.
It's a pretty dark in my room.
Well, turn the bloody light on then, you prawn. No kicking butts on stream. No, I'll do it where you guys can't see. And then nobody can report my ass. No, that's not true. I don't. I feel personally attacked, you guys, right? Ah, thank you for the follow, Thunder Fox.
Going to the toilet.
Okay. Go on then. Yeah, I feel personally attacked, you guys, right? Alex was here earlier on, and he was sat here in my craft room, and he was like, "Mum, it's a mess in here," and I said, "Yeah, I know." And he was like, "What is half this shit?" And I was like, "It's craft stuff. It's craft stuff." And he was like, "You don't use half of it." And I'm like, "But I might need it." And basically, after sort of picking up 20 items and going, "What is this? When did you last use it? What are you keeping it for?" and me having an answer for everything, he basically has accused me of being a hoarder. And I feel personally attacked by this statement. And I'm sitting here actually looking at my shit, and it is now getting to the point where I'm like, do you know what? I am actually a little bit pissed off of it all. Because, like, over that. And I'm going to show you guys, okay? So, fuck off. I am going to show you guys, because at the moment, what do I make? Well, I do a bit of everything. I am just getting into junk journaling. And I keep a bullet journal, which is what I'm doing tonight. I'll be setting up next week in my bullet journal. I also knit and I spin, and I'm trying to get into sewing. And I have paper and stuff. And I draw sometimes, and yeah. So I'm a bit of an all-rounder, I suppose you could say. And yeah, well, that's what I said. I was like, bearing in mind this child is an adult, by the way. He's like 24. And I was like, "Will you fuck off rooting through my stuff?" And he's like, "But what's this?" And I'd be like, "That's so-and-so." And I've got a spinning wheel. I've also got spindles, but I've got a wheel. And I was like, "Will you just fuck off rooting through my shit?" And he was like, "Well, what's this?" And I'm like, "That's such and such." He's like, "When did you last use it?" And I don't fucking know. And he's like, "Then why have you got it?" And I was like, "Oh my God." Do you know what I mean? Alex, hang on a sec. Alex is very, very, very minimal. He doesn't have stuff, you know? And I'm just like, "You're a jerk." I just have to run upstairs for 2 seconds just to get Daryl in bed, and then I will be back. Hang on a sec. Sorry about that. Yeah, I mean, Alex is like incredibly minimal. He literally, the only thing he owns that are superfluous are some Funko Pops, and even then he doesn't have a lot. You know, he's a gamer, so he has his games console and his computer, and that's it, or a TV, and that is literally all he has. And I'm just like, this is my stuff. And he said to me as he left, he was like, "You're a hoarder." I was like, "No, I'm not. Fuck off." But to a point, he is correct, because I'm getting to the point now. I'm getting a bit of mid. Right, so movement coming up, you guys. Now, that's my Calyx unit, and it's just shoved full of shit that I actually don't use. Do you know what I mean? It's like, that's a load of empty envelopes. They're not new, but they're used in case I have stuff that I want to send out. You know? That is a load of knitting books. I haven't looked at those in years. You know? Fucking paper napkins are spilling out of there. There's yarn or fibre in the majority of these Calyx units. That's my chair that I bought from the charity shop and is lovely. That is just a pile of crap. Yeah? I've got like, that bag there is a new coat that I got for Daryl. Bearing in mind it's you know, to fit 11-year-olds, but that's beside the point. What's that purple thing? That purple thing is a blanket, that thing there, with a sheet that I used to make like templates and stuff. Do you know what I mean? And there's stuff under there that I just haven't looked at in ages because I can't get to it. And now my sofa's full of crap too, you know? And it's just, look, there's the floor. I can't do anything. There is no fucking room in here. And it is actually getting to the point that it's pissing me off. But I don't know what to do with it all. And I'm one of those people that I hate having stuff and then throwing it away, because I'm like, but I paid for that, or somebody sent it to me, or do you know what I mean? And I really hate waste. I really do. But then I'm sitting here thinking half this stuff in here is just wasted because I'm not using it. Yeah? So I'm sort of like, I don't know what to do. How many glasses a day? So I said to him, look, I said, well, when I die, you can take great pleasure in, I can make a room for more craft rooms. Yeah, if only. I said, when I die, you can take great pleasure in throwing away all my shit. And he was like, yeah, I will. And I was just like, all that money. Anyway, this is beside the point. Okay, so, well, you're new, Thunder Fox. So today, Wednesdays, I stream twice a week. Wednesdays is my paper crafting stream, if you like. I do, I usually set up in my bullet journal for next week. And then if I feel like it, I will get my junk journal out and we might do something in there. I may not do a long one tonight because I've got a trapped nerve in my shoulder and it's fucking agony. And then on Saturdays, your fabric is over there. I can see it from here. I can send it all to you. Yes, your fabric's over there. And my sewing machines are apparently both working. I've got to pick them up tomorrow. Yeah, Saturdays, I stream at 8 PM UK time. And that is my crafting stream, my fibre craft, so spinning, knitting and all that kind of thing. I am at the moment knitting socks, these socks for Socktober. I'm on the heel at the moment and I'm recording that in video format so that I can show Rita. But anyway, today we are bullet journaling. This is my bullet journal. This was a custom, no, I don't do embroidery. I don't have the patience for it. I don't. But Miss L, who is here in chat and is hopefully not fallen asleep yet, she does cross stitch. Really, really, really tiny cross stitch. The kind of cross stitch that would have me turning it into a Molotov cocktail, actually. You know, when they fill up a bottle and they shove that rag in the top, that's what I would do with it after probably about 10 minutes of it being in my hands. It's making her cry, and she apparently enjoys doing this cross-stitch malarkey. She enjoys it. You did it wrong. I thought you had. When you were saying about it. Hey, Sue! When you were saying, is it like bad wrong, or is it just like you just got to undo a row, or is it like completely fucked and you got to do it all again? So, next week, you've added a column, it's fine. Okay. You used to use the space method: sort, purge, assign a home, containerize, equalize. Well, I usually just keep fingers crossed you have enough thread. Oh, I didn't think about that. I usually go on the basis of, have I touched this in the last 3 years? No, in that case, get rid. But then when I look through the stuff, I'm like, oh, but I really like that. And then I've also got reasons for not touching some of it in the last 3 years. You know, a lot of my knitting supplies I haven't touched because I've had a small child running around and I haven't really been able to knit, and I've only just recently started getting back into it. You know, like my spinning wheels, I haven't really used that much because it's hard to spin when you've got a small child running around. Okay, baby. Night-night. So, you know, I'm only just starting to get back into those things. So that rule kind of doesn't apply at the moment. It's a case of organisation. If I was a little bit better organised, I'd probably be all right, but I'm not. And it's pants. Right, okay, so we need to choose a washi tape, you guys. So we cannot have the bats, we cannot have that one, and we cannot have that one. Now, bearing in mind... Oh, I've just knocked Mary Poppins over. Stand up, Mary Poppins. Bearing in mind that next week is the big wedding. I haven't seen your car, I know. Alex called me a hoarder, so he said I was a hoarder because I have so much shit. Okay, so we are gonna make that a little bit better on the old focus there. Just to... Okay, so we have... Washi number 1 is red skulls. Washi number 2 is like castles and moons and witches and bats. This is very pretty, this one. Washi number 3 is the moons, but I used that on something not that long ago. Then there is black skulls. Then there is the pumpkins, which has already got a vote by Mary. Then there is spider webs. 2 votes for the pumpkins, and then there is that. I used that one not that long ago. No, I guess not. And then there is the bones, and you don't get 2 votes. You get 1 vote, and you picked this one. Is it in shot? I need something sparkly. You know, I'm thinking the same thing. But it's also Halloween, so I'm sort of like, I'm a bit screwed here. You want both, don't you? Don't you shout at me, madam. If you get rid, you'll always find you need it 3 months later. We'll see, well, that's my argument, and that's what apparently makes me a hoarder. Excuse me a minute while I address the toddler tantrum that's going on in the corner of the room. Yeah, see, I'm thinking sparkly as well. And I'm also thinking of, like, I'm wondering if I've got a sparkly teal. Because that's, like, the colour. Oh, see, I've just seen my sparklies down there. Hang on. I've got a dark blue and a light blue. But not really a teal. Do you want to see my sparkly washies? Hang on, I have to go out and get them. Hang on, let me find the sparklies. Oh God, don't fall over. The closest I've got to sparkly teal is this one. She's got like, it's a darker teal than that though. The dress is white, and then she's got, I'll go and get it, hang on. That's the shawl, and that's all you're seeing of it because it's not been blocked yet. So it's that lovely sort of greeny, bluey, tealy colour. I really like that one. That's like a nice iridescent pink, and the sparkles are all green and stuff on it. Oh, too far. You know. But that doesn't really match the what that one. Yeah, it's a horrible washi. Hearts and stuff. Yeah, see what that one. Yeah, I was thinking that because then it's love hearts, isn't it? And the shine on it is quite holographic. And I think that's quite, yeah, do that one. Okay, are we going for this one then? And the dark blue sparkle. Which one? That. Don't know, do they go? Looks a bit darker in real life. It's more of a, that's more of a denim colour. I don't know how well that's coming out. That's more of a denim colour. See, I was going to use pen for my pen. I was going to use that, but I can always change it up and use like, could always do silver, I suppose, for sparkles. It goes because of the holographic, I guess. Okay. I don't normally do one that thick across the bottom though. I normally do a thinner one. But the only thin sparklies I've got is that one and that gold. But the gold won't really go because it's a silver holographic. But they're the only two thin sparklies I've got. And then that green, unless I cut it down a little bit, which I suppose I could do. Okay, right, we'll work with that then. Oh dear me. Do you guys agree with that, or? I haven't done a bottom one for ages actually. Not on a weekly setup. It's been a few months since I've done that. Okay. So are we going to do the teal pen or should we go like silver? Right, let me put that out of the way so it doesn't get damaged. Okay. Right, let me just stick this on charge. A lot of it came from Ali or from Wendy actually. Okay, so we'll do hearts across the top. I'll find the end. thinking I may add a little bit of help. April is yelling at you. Why? What have you done now? Just giving it a little bit of help with a glue stick because this is more of a plasticky type tape rather than a papery type tape, and it doesn't stick green. She's being mean. I said two and she had those. No, I was talking about the pen. That pen. Just to give you an idea of what it looks like. Gee. That was the colour I was going to go with. I don't know if that goes now that I'm looking at it. Let me shift all these out of the way. Oh, ouch. Isn't it gorgeous? I got that on Ali and I really, really like it. It's pretty. So we'll use this across the bottom then. I'm going to do the same with that because this is also, this is cheap. If I bought this, it probably came from Poundland. Does not need washi tape. I am not going to enable you in any way, Mary, because I know fine well that you are quite capable of enabling yourself without any help whatsoever from me. And I don't want April to tell me off. You done got me into a junk journal. Yeah, because, you know, we broke your arm getting you to do that. Not. Even Sue has washi tape, look. No, she didn't. She didn't break your arm at all. She just sent you one and said, do with it as you will. Don't you be blaming Tita when she's not here to stick up for herself. Or did she sneak in when I wasn't looking? Hang on, it is drink time for the puppy. You can just, that's the puppy there. She's not a puppy, she's like 13 years old. And that makes a difference, what, being sent something. You could have put it on a shelf and just gone, this is so beautiful. Plus she will kill you if you try to take it. This is true. Okay, so are we sticking with this teal then? Do we think this is going to go? This is a whole lot of really weird blues and greens. That's the colour of the pen that I currently have in my hand. We are sticking with this, aren't we? Okey-dokey. Excuse me. Oh dear. Oh. These boots are made for walking. Oh my god, why is that in my head? One of these days these boots are gonna walk away. Hey, Mr. Vic Vatican, how's it going? Are you good? I confused a lot of people the other day. I was watching Elle's stream and she's got like all these command things set up where she types in like a exclamation mark and something, and it comes up with this pre-programmed in message, and I was like, you're so gonna have to teach me how to do that. And about 3 people went, it's really easy, what bot are you using? And I was like, there's a bot. And they all shut up after that. I was like, okay. That's fine, I get the message. I think even Vigdis was trying to like, she was like, yeah, there's a bot, and I was like, is it under my desk? Do you know, I used to pride myself on like knowing how to get into the guts of Windows XP and, you know, making it do whatever the fuck I wanted to. And now I'm like, where the fuck is the button on my iMac? You know what I mean? I'm looking at the iPhone 12 because I really want one because it's blue. That's why. It's blue and I want one. XP wasn't XP fantastic? You could do whatever the fuck you want with that system and it was great. I totally managed to delete my sound driver once and it took me 3 hours because I didn't know anything about computers, but I got the fucking thing back. I was just like, yay, I'm a genius. But now I've got no idea. My son's got a Windows computer and I'm like, what the fuck? Where is everything? You know? I've been on Apple for quite a while though. So yeah, I want this bot thing that does all these great commands because I want one. Right, because I've now got wide washing, I'm going to have to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Well, that just makes life really easy, doesn't it? 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I want cute emojis and shit, but I don't have the first idea about that kind of thing. I really don't. And I've got to be like, I've got to be doing the thing where you can subscribe to me, haven't I? Streambot is cool. Hello, Andy. Yeah, but Windows 10 is an ever-evolving animal, which should be shot. Yeah, Vic, I'm a real Luddite, so if I come to you, I'm going to want you to explain it in, like, stupid talk. Imagine I'm your grandmother, yeah, and explain it to me like that, because I really have no idea. Your friend has a exclamation statement, tells this bot to shut the fuck up. Awesome. That's really good. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. And the annoying thing is, right, like I said, I used to know all this. And now somebody will explain something to me and I'll go, and you'll probably have to explain it to me in about 5 different ways before my brain goes, oh, and then it will be like, well, that's so fucking simple. Why didn't you just say it that way? Just, and this is what makes people want to kill me. Yeah, I feel the same way, Mary. It's awful, isn't it? I must be getting old. I hate it. So I was out with Alex today, and he stopped in town because he saw a couple of people from wrestling, and they're all standing there chatting away, and all I was thinking was, I'm cold. I want to go home because it's cold. I want to go back to where I'm warm in my house. Yeah. Well, I helped Alex build his first computer. I mean, I'm going back, about 8 or 9 years now. But yeah, I helped him build it and all of that. I mean, he did most of it, but I still helped. And I knew where everything sort of went. But now I've got no idea. Hey, Victus! The idea with a BuJournal is make it as easy as it is for you. You know, if you want one that's like full of drawings and shit, then go for it. If you want nice and simple, then go nice and simple. My weeklies are simple, right? Because I like to write a lot of shit in it. But then you get somebody like Doodle Day Darlings, and she does a lovely drawing and decorates them and does different styles every week, which is fab. And she enjoys doing it. I couldn't do it. That would drive me bonkers, and I just don't have the time or the inclination. So, right, we are on week 43. Week 43, fucking hell. When did that happen? Does anyone fancy set? No. Have you not done it yet? Just chuck it all together quick, love. Yeah, I did go through a bout where I did these like fancy ones, and I did a doodle, you know, on each one, and then it got to the point where I was putting off setting up each week, and I was just like, that's not what this is about for me. I need something that's functional, and this works quite well, I think. And I've been doing this style weekly for, well, all of this year. And it might be boring, but it's you reckon it's a note for, yeah. Do you like that SpongeBob thing and just put 1 month later? Oh, see, I don't even have room on my desk because I have so much shit. Nero called me a hoarder, Andy. Asshole. Okay, Vic. I probably will take you up on that at some point. You know, when you've got a free week. Thanks, honey. Yeah, I mean, what a bastard. He called me a hoarder, Andy. I was like, yeah, it's not nice saying these things to your mommy. Right. Oh, ouch. $31, $30. Everything. Craft supplies mostly. If you can teach a guy who's 40 something and then you just go, oh, right, okay then. If it's stationery, it's a lie. Yeah, it was stationery and books and fibre and yeah, it was just my entire room basically. He attacked it. I was like, stop, guys. I was like, get the fuck out of my room. Stop like looking at stuff. And he kept pulling it all out, going, what is this? When did you last use it? I'm like, leave me alone. Oh my god, glue, go away. Oops. Crafts and stationery don't count for hoarding because there is never enough. Clothes and magazines and DVDs that it could be hoarding. Yeah, well, that's what I tried to say, but I do feel like that he does have like a tiny, tiny bit of a point, because I can't find anything. It's not so much that I hoard it, more as that there's no organisation. Because I'm one of those people that if I put something away, I won't use it because it's out of sight, out of mind. You know? And that's what the issue is. Oh, France has put Paris and 8 other major cities under 9 p.m. till 6 a.m. curfew. That's what labels are for. Yeah, but I still wouldn't pull it all out. Hey, Rita. How you doing, darling? Because of COVID. Well, I assume you mean France there, Mary. Yeah, 9 p.m. till 6 a.m. with curfew with businesses closed. There you go. News as it happens on my channel. I've got itchy ear. Right. I'd love one of those French people. Twitch hid me from your feet. Oh, okay. I want one of those scrap boxes, because then it would all be, well, the paper anyway would at least all be contained and at hand in a scrap box. You know. And I hate buying storage, and I think that's half the problem. If I just sucked it up and bought some decent fucking storage for everything and put it all away and labelled it all like you say, that would probably solve a great deal of my problems. I think I could get on the telly on one of those DIY your home. That's really messy. I'm really like all over the place. On one of those like DIY programs where they come and do your house up for you, but just say to them, I don't want my house done, just a room. Could you do my craft room and make it look less like a herd of elephants have been playing with scissors and string in there? Do you not think that'd work? You are doing full-on lurk mode. Fen's invited you to play. Oh, I see how it is. Tut. Deserted because Fen's playing Phasmophobia. Alright, darling. Go and enjoy. I have no idea who Fen is. She mentioned him the other day and I'm like, what is that? So there you go. Okay, babes. Are you on in the morning? If I get my ass out of bed, then I'll be here. Back to normal. Okey-doke. Oh, what's the matter with you, puppy face? you know what? By this time next week, not only will I have a son-in-law, but I have seen my first grandchild in a scan picture. That's like, I'm now at the point where I'm like, every time I think about it, I just want to cry happy tears, because it's like, my baby's having a baby, and we're past all the really early stages now. You know, she's starting to feel pregnant. She's also got a bit of a bump, because like me, she's a bigger girl, you know, and I showed really, really early with all my kids, and she's already starting to feel round rather than fluffy. Do you know what I mean? She's got a definite roundness to her abdomen, and it's like, oh my god, you know, and she's feeling movement and things already. And I was the same with Daryl. I felt movement really, really early with Daryl. And it's just like, I'm so fucking excited. It's just, ah! So, if I'm conscious by Wednesday, I will be on. If not, there may not be a stream next week. Not on the Wednesday, anyway. Sorry. You should have heard me when she told me she was pregnant. I'm going to use silver. What did I do with that silver pen, you guys? The one that I wrote in my junk journal with the other day. This is what I'm like. See, this is something else. I get annoyed with myself because I put shit down and promptly lose it. Oh, it's there. Yeah, probably. The thing is, they'll probably leave quite early, because obviously she's not going to drink, and he won't drink because he's going to be driving them to where they're staying. So, you know, it's sort of going to be one of those parties where everybody else parties for them. But then I can't stay majorly late, because obviously Daryl, you know. So it's either going to have to be a case of, we'll move the party up here so that I can put Daryl to bed, or, you know, I don't know. It's going to be one of those things, I'll have to play it by ear, I think. Oh yeah, of course we will, yeah. Over the moon, can't wait. yeah, because you're in one of the higher tier places, aren't you? We're one of the safest places, apparently, down here. So, yeah, we can at the moment. But then saying that, we're all from the same household anyway. Except for me. And then it falls under the extended bubble because I'm a single parent. I mean, the rule is for the UK, or majority of the UK, for those of you who are in different countries, you have your own house, but then you can do what's called like an extended bubble, where you could have, if somebody in your family lives alone, like, or is a single parent like I am, you can bubble with that household. Because I'm a single parent, I can do that. So basically you treat the two households as one. So, you know, we can do that because we're all technically one household. Because everybody else who's going to the wedding all live in the same house as Carrie and Rob anyway. So, you know. And literally all we're going to be doing is partying down the road. Not going out anywhere. We're going to get Chinese. I've loaded up, I think, over 5 hours now of music on my Amazon Music. just for the day. So, right. That is drawn. So now I've got to fill it in. Oh my God. Why did I book the dog in at 9 a.m. on Monday morning? What the fucking hell is wrong with me? Got a death wish. I hate mornings. Why would I do this to myself? It's like she's not even going to the fucking wedding, so. And she's in for the full thing as well. She's going to get a haircut and a bath and highest rate infection level 2 is mainly confined to the uni. Yeah, see, we're in the low. Oh, excuse me. Low bracket. Right. So, excuse me. Grab my pink pen. Now. So the scan is on Monday. And then the wedding itself is on the Tuesday. They are recommending no more shutdowns here because it impacted the economy so badly. Yeah. Hello, Jolene. Yeah, see, the issue we've got here is that you've got things like, you know, they're all screaming at us to support our NHS workers, the nurses and the doctors and all that lot, but they haven't given the nurses a pay rise. After what they've just been through in the last 8, 9, 10 months, you know, the councillors all got a fucking pay rise, the politicians, but not the nurses. Yeah, so anyway, anyway, let's talk about something much better. My car's got to go in for its MOT. Why do I book shit in the morning? I need to put a note to self, do not book shit first thing in the morning. MRT. Yeah, I'm obviously sort of, I'm so bad for myself. Okay, so my water bill comes out that day. As does iTunes and my utility bills. Payment for the camcorder. There isn't an OPW this weekend. Right, that's pretty much it. I need to write in everybody's stream. Uh, 9 a.m. appointment tomorrow is made when you thought you saw working. I know. I keep doing these early morning appointments. Yeah, I'll do it. I'll get up and I'll be there. And then I'm like, I really don't fucking want to. You know? Okay, so our stream's at 7 o'clock on Mondays. 9 a.m. on Thursdays, much to my utter disgust. Shit. Oh, I'll have to put it underneath. And 8:30 on Sundays. What disgusting time. Okay, see you later, Mary. Take it easy. Right. So I've got a live then. Didn't even put the time note. I do it at 8 or 8:30? 8. Right. April. Hit me with your times. Please. Is it still like 6:30 Mondays and 6:30 Thursdays and 7 o'clock on Saturdays? You haven't changed anything, have you? What about Mary? I need to have a drink. So, 7:30 on Friday. She's not doing Sundays anymore. Right, I will, BRB, I'm just going to go and grab a drink. Whoa, my mouse is, oh, my mouse is upside down. Oh, right, okay. Hang on a sec. All my pens are falling over. Stand up. I'm sure there are other things I need to do for the wedding, but I don't know what at the moment. So I was going to show you guys this. This is Alex's certificate. Look at the shiny in the bottom. How cool is that? That is his certificate to say he's qualified now as a security guard. Isn't that fucking brilliant? So what I'm going to do, because I don't want to fold this, I actually want to stick this on the wall, get it framed for him. I'm going to scan this and I'm going to reduce the size to just below A5, and then I'm going to stick it in my junk journal for him. But yeah, I'm so proud of him, bless him. But yeah, really pleased. I mean, obviously the shiny won't be as shiny, and unfortunately I don't have a laser printer, so I couldn't even foil it. I might be able to if I was a bit clever with a fucking glue pen. I don't know. I may well have a go at that. Even if I just foil, like, I wouldn't be able to get it fine enough to be able to foil the little flower, but if I could at least just foil. It discolours so quickly. You have all the lad stuff at work. Yeah, well, this is another reason why I'm going to scan it as well, because then, but if I foil that and use a glue pen, that might work, mightn't it? Because I have some holographic foil. Won't have the design in it, but yeah, I'm so proud of him. Bless his heart. Yeah, well, it's quite pale as well, isn't it? So yeah, that's going to be something I'm going to have a go at a bit later on. So yeah, I'm sure. What other stuff do I need to do for the wedding, you guys? I've got no idea. But anyway, that's next week. Baby wedding. I am just like, OMG. OMG, you guys. Yeah, no, I'll make sure when he hangs it somewhere out of the way. He's not a sunlight person anyway, so I think when he gets his own place, he's going to move into a cave. Right. I'm so hacked off, you guys. You know I've been after that 120 pack of these. Yeah. Well, Statler have today, because it's Prime Day, put a load of their stuff up on sale. The 72 pack you can now get on Amazon UK for about 11 quid. So if you're after these and you want the pack that I've got, which is 72 pens, you can get it for just over £11 on Amazon Prime today. Go get it. The 120 pack is still 40 fucking quid. I am displeased with Amazon for this, or Statler, or whoever it was fucking decided that I can't have it at a reduced amount on Prime Day. I'm really, really pissed off about that. So yeah. You're hoping your sis took the hint for Christmas you gave her for some artiste stuff. Ooh. Yeah, see, quite a lot of their stuff is reduced, isn't it, today? I noticed. So, yeah. I haven't yet fallen down the Arteza rabbit hole. Because I know that if I do, I'm fucked. So, you did get your next Bujo on cheap and some oil paints too. I've not played with oil, but that's because it terrifies me, quite frankly. So, yeah. So, those of you that have not been watching today in my BuJournal, I had a go with some texture paste down here, and Jolynn and I, because she's the only person that actually voted, decided to try some silver. It's a silver ink pad by, who's it by? Crafts Artiste metallic ink pad, which is this one, and I brushed over it with the silver, and look at it, it is fucking gorgeous. So Jolynn was the only one that voted, and I already said that I quite fancied trying the silver, so it came really, 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 really nice. I'm so pleased with it. So pleased. You didn't want to vote. Why didn't you want to vote? Why not? You've not actually had a look at Amazon yet. Well, you better shift your ass, Sue, because you've only got about 3.5 hours, 3 hours, 10 minutes until it's all over. So, yeah, it came out really nice, and I'm really, really pleased with it. So, yeah. So what I'm thinking is I can do this shrunken down certificate and sort of just stick it there. But I'm also like, I want to be able to journal next to it. So I'm thinking I might stick it there and then do a journal piece about it here. I don't know. Or just stick it there and do some kind of tip in over it. What, to do the side by side or to do like a tip in? Side by side, yeah. That's what I'm thinking. Now this isn't quite A5, I don't think. Yeah, it's ever so slightly smaller. So when I print it, I'm going to have to give it, reduce it by quite a lot. What was it width-wise? Yeah. So it's funny. It's wider than A5, but it's not as tall. So yeah, I know. Well, he did say he'd prefer it on the pumpkins anyway, and then the pumpkins are copied over here. So yeah. I'm just not quite sure how I'm going to do it, whether to just do it as a like a piece of paper stuck onto it or what, I don't know. Really don't know. And I want to scan it, but slow gin with strawberry juice, awesome. Sounds amazing. I also want to scan it in, but I think if I opened another program, I think my computer might have shit fit and shut me down. Let's see if it will open. It's not, because usually when I scan a picture in, if I want to know how big it's going to be on a piece of paper, I put it into a word processing program. So I'm trying to open my word processing program now. And if that opens and I don't you don't lose me, you guys, you'll have to tell me if you lose me. Then I'll try it while I'm still online and we'll see if we can get this to work. Well, apparently the program is open. It's not giving me the option to do anything yet, but there we go. Oh, you girl, fuck off. Who let her in? I mean, seriously, who let her in? Bloody woman. Shall I put her in timeout? Do you think that would work? I gag her for fucking 10 minutes. No, I don't think it would either. I do. I don't know why, but I do. Right, okay, so my word processing program is open, so that's good. Now, I need to stick that. Oh my fucking god! I've put stuff on top of my printer. I told myself I wouldn't do this. Oh. Right. Hang on a second. Ugh. That's fine. Shut up, woman. Stop singing it. Right, now. Stick that in the corner. Ow! Okay. Image capture. This is while we wait another 10 minutes for it to open image capture. I've already got ink on my hands. This is great. It's just, this is life. Hey, Romeo. What you doing, pussycat? Romeo, he's a beautiful pussycat. He loves his Auntie Sam. The scanner is active. Bzzz. I love the amount of noise it makes. Okay, now I have to select what I actually want to scan. So it's a weird process with a HP. You sort of pre-scan it and then it goes, well, what do you actually want to scan? And I'm like, well, I want to scan the fucking thing that's in there. That looks about right. And then you go, let's give it a name. SIA certificate. Because I don't normally. And it goes in under scan. Oh. But that's why he comes to my channel, to watch me and listen to me. Okay. No, I don't want to do that, you stupid machine. Okay. Yes, very pretty. Stupid thing. Okay, right. So I have the certificate and I have my word processing document, and I will go bam, put it in there. I should really be showing my screen with you so you guys can actually see what I'm doing, but you know, last time I tried to do that, it only showed you the top half of my screen. It was really weird. Right, I'm just going to rotate it so that I know it's on. Do you know what? I think I might just leave it like that. Yep. Oh my god, leave that like that. And go print. Don't need it two-sided. I don't want it black and white. Let's whack it up to best just to be on the safe side. Let's see how that works. I got this adorable little bag today, you guys. I ordered a silver necklace because the one that's had my heart on it with the gems. Romeo! Hiya, Bobby! Is your beautiful pussycat? You is the most beautifulest pussycat. Hang on, let me make me big. There you go. You is the most beautifulest pussycat ever. Yes, you are. You is gorgeous, boy. You are gorgeous. Absolutely beautiful, boy. My hair is what the fuck? It's also getting really tight, so I'm going to undo it and it's going to be everywhere now. That's better. Yeah, I ordered this new necklace. This new... It's just this is what you get for buying on eBay. And it showed you this necklace with these really pretty links. And I thought, I'm going to fucking order that because that's really nice, right? And it's a 24-inch necklace. And I should have realised by the price. It says it's silver. And I'm like, yeah, all right. I'm willing to believe you on that much, mate. But oh dear. Look how thin this is. This is how thin it is. It's super, super thin. I mean, how the hell he got the camera to get as close as he did. He must have photographed it here, because it looked fucking huge on eBay. It's pretty, don't get me wrong. But then it turned up in this really nice bag with butterflies and shit on it. So I was like, yay! Bonus! Pretty bag. This is the kind of thing that Alex tells me off about. But it so annoys me. I wish they would take a photo of it in somebody's hand so that I can gauge that kind of shit. Oh, what, the little organza bags, aren't they cool? Right, so there we go. There's the certificate. Yay, there's the certificate. So, I am going to... grab my trimmer, my big trimmer, because I know roughly where this fucker cuts. I don't on the other one, it's horrible. That pink line at the bottom is actually the bottom of the paper, which is great because it means it gives me an idea of roughly where to cut on the sides as well. Ooh. Quite large. I love how the foils come out. It sort of looks like a camouflage. So So it's slightly smaller than A5, but it gives me all the grumpy pumpkins, which, as we said, is kind of appropriate. So I'm just going to stick that down there, I think. Where's my fold? There it is. Yeah, that'll do, won't it? That'll do, pig, that'll do. Like so. You can still see the pumpkins through it, which is kind of cool. I was moaning about Amazon Prime, Jolyn. I don't think you heard me. With today being Prime Day and that. And you know my my pens that I use for my everyday, you know, these ones. And I was like, I've been looking and watching and hoping that the 120 pack would end up on sale. And Statler have done this sale. And it's a huge sale. And the only thing that's not on it is the fucking 120 pack. All the other packs are on sale, but not the 120 pack. That is not at all straight. That's really bad. Son, that is really, really, really bad. That's a bit better. Yeah, there is. He can now basically work door security anywhere that requires a security guard on the door. You know, yeah, that's our surname. He can work in shops. He can work in nightclubs, pubs, anywhere like that. The next thing he wants to do is get his handcuff training, which means that he'll then be qualified to carry cuffs around. It's a bit low, isn't it? Never mind. Yeah, he'll be qualified now to carry cuffs with him once he's done the handcuff training. Yeah, I know, so have I. And everything else, the ones that I've got, the 72 pack is on sale for like about 11 quid, but the ones that I want aren't on sale, so I'm a bit pissed off. But yeah, basically anywhere where you would have a security guard on the door, he is now qualified to work that. So, yeah. I did say to him about maybe like later on getting his, it's called close contact security. And what that is like bodyguard style security. So, you know, if you've got a visiting dignitary or somebody famous and that, and they require security laid on, then like your Secret Service, for example, that's close contact security because they're bodyguards. So, you know, that's a further qualification that he can go into He's not qualified to do that. He's only qualified to do door. So, well, we've got a couple of nightclubs. A couple of the shops have got security. Bodyguards can do handcuff training and are entitled to basically a citizen's arrest type doohickey in it. You know, if somebody is considered a danger to themselves or others, apparently you are allowed to cuff them. But the rule is as well, this is really funny, if a security guard cuffs somebody, when the police take them away, they don't give you your cuffs back. They take them away in the cuffs that are already on them, because if the cuffee, as it were, sustains damage, like a torn shoulder or a broken wrist or anything like that, the police will then not be liable because they did not cuff the person in question. So you have to be really, Alex said, you have to be really careful if you cuff somebody. So yes, I was paying attention to the quirky eyebrow, but I was trying not to be a dirty cow because people keep telling me I'm a dirty cow. So yeah. So if they hand over somebody that's in cuffs, and then that person later says, I was injured during that, yeah, Alex or the company he's contracted to would then be liable. Not that it would stand up in court. It wouldn't stand up for a second because, you know, it's you're not coming if I'm turning angelic. My halo's around my ankle, didn't you know? It wouldn't stand up for a second because you've got a drunken reveller, for example, in a nightclub who's been told, you know what, mate, you've had a bit too much time to go home, against a whole group of security guards and the police. And they're all going to turn around and go, well, no, the guy was a dick. So, you know. Yeah. Bless him. Really proud of him. You know, not bad for a kid who was homeschooled from the age of 13. You come here to drink with me. You only have gin on Wednesdays. Good girl. Hey, I stream on Saturdays too. You know, just saying. I've got my second son staying with me at the moment for various reasons. And like the first 4 days, we got pissed every night. And I was like, dude, we need to stop buying alcohol. Otherwise, we're going to end up with a serious drink problem. And he was like, yeah, we should really. And I think we did 2 days. And then I was like, I'm going to have a shot. So, but my excuse is I'm in pain and I'm allowed. I am going to BRB because I need to visit the little girl's room. So if you've got anything good to gossip about, now is the chance to type it all and put it in chat so that we can rip it all apart when I come back. Okay? You've been playing, what's that? Daisy? Is that a zombie game? Rita, are you still here? Or she left me? She's apparently still here. Cool. I am recording for you a video on how to turn the heels on a pair of socks. I am at the moment doing heel flaps on my socks like so. Okay, so what I've done is I've explained, like, so far I've done a little video explaining on, you know, because you do mittens, don't you? You do gloves and stuff. Explaining how basically you work in the round and then how to divide to start the heel flap. Okay, because I thought if I do it as a video, it's something you can then go back and refer to rather than sitting watching me do 36 fucking rows in a live. So I've been working on, I've done about I don't know how many I've done, but this is what I was going to tell you. See, this is and I didn't include this in the video because I forgot, but I will do it when I go back into it. I like to do what's called a slip stitch heel. Okay, so you slip a stitch, yeah, and then you knit one. Let me pull that into focus because it's not. This is what happens when you drink too much on the fucking stream. Come on. Oh, too far. How's that? Right. So you slip one, you knit one. Slip one, knit one. Slip one, knit one. And you do that all the way across. Okay. And it makes like a nice spongy heel for you. Just gives it an extra little bit of sort of sponge to it. And it looks like rib. Can you see that? And it just makes it a little bit more, it makes it a little bit more hard wearing and a little bit more squishy. And then all you do when you get to the end is you turn around and purl all the way across. Now, because I'm working two at a time, you'll get to see this twice. Yeah, it's great because it gives you that extra bit, doesn't it? It sort of reinforces it. And obviously because it's two at a time, I'm just going to do the other heel as well. But I'm going to show you a trick. Now, this is something you can decide. I did show this on the video, but I thought I would show you this in slow motion here as well so that you can ask any questions. In a sec. And I like this because it's quick. Now, if you want to count the amount of rows that you've done, if you count the forward stitches, the big stitches, that's 2 rows per big stitch. You see here on the red, you've got like 2 big stitches. That counts for actually 2 rows because you've slipped it and stretched it slightly. So if you sort of lose count of your rows, that's a good way to know on the slip stitch heel. So, but it's great. I find it quite hard wearing. Some people like to do a, is it a princess heel? Where you alternate it. So you do slip one, knit one, slip one, knit one all the way. And then you purl back. And then you move it all to the left one. So that you would do knit one, slip one, knit one, knit one. So, you know, so that the slip moves each time. I personally don't like that. But, you know, hey, do whatever the fuck you like. Now, ordinarily, when you get to the end of this, you just turn around and you purl back. Or, and this is where it gets fun, you can do what's called knitting backwards. Now, this is how left-handed people knit. So you slip your first stitch back onto your left needle. Then you insert your left needle through the back of the next stitch. Wind your yarn around it. Lift it over. So you've wound your yarn around it. Lift this stitch over and off the end of the needle. And you just knit back one. So you insert, wind your yarn around like so, lift it over the stitch that you've just made on the needle, so that's the stitch there on the needle, and then slide it off and you've made a stitch. I love it. I taught myself to do this when I started knitting socks, and it's really great for heel flaps and I went into the wrong one. Heel flaps and these, because at the end of this you'll do a short batch of short row heels, and once you get the hang of it, it's actually quite quick, and I really do find it's great because you're not constantly turning it. And it took me ages, and I taught myself to do this because I thought, you know, this would be really quick if I didn't have to keep turning my work. And I only do it for heels. I don't do it on anything else. I just do it on heels. So yeah, you just insert. So you've got to insert through the back. So can you see? I'm inserting through the back there. So as you're looking at the stitch, so it's all in black, which makes it a bit hard. As you're looking at the stitch, you insert through the back of the loop. So it looks from the front as if you're purling. Yeah. Then your yarn goes over the top and around the front of the needle, like so. Lift the stitch on the right needle over the yarn and then bring the needle to the left needle to the front. And that's it. That is it. And it just makes it so much quicker to do it that way. And I spent ages teaching myself how to do it. I kept like turning it so the wrong side was facing me, putting the needle in purlwise to see how it was. I'm just going to move the camera ever so slightly. Put the needle in purlwise to see how it would sit, and then turning it back round. And then I would wrap the yarn to see how that went, and then turn it back round and all of that. It took me probably, you know, a couple of hours before I figured out the trick of it. And now I love it. It's great. And this is how left-hand people knit. Yeah, I don't know that you could do it if you knit with the yarn in the right hand. I know a lot of left-handed people, like that girl that appeared in my stream on Saturday, Exotic Kitty was it? She's a lefty, and I've watched some of her Instagram posts, and that's what she does. She knits backwards because she's a left-hander. So yeah. So all you've got to do with this is just slip your first stitch on every row. So because you'll be picking up the slipped stitch in a minute. So it's the same process. You just go into the back and just slip it off. And then go into the back, wrap, and take it off like so. And honest to God, once you caught the hang of it, you're like, oh, that is so easy. But I love challenging myself to shit like this. I remember once I did an entire kids sweater using Norwegian style knitting. and that's when the yarn goes up and around your neck or into a pin or whatever and comes back down, and you do all the work with your thumb. So I had a go at that. That was quite good fun. And then I did what else did I ever go at? I've tried loads of different styles. I did a kid's sweater holding the yarn in my right hand so that I could get my tension right, which is why I like knitting, double knitting stuff and that. Even though I can hold the yarn in both hands, when I'm double knitting or using multiple colours, I still hold it all in my left hand. Isn't it funny? Mainly because it's quicker. To be fair though, I did sit down and really practice this, and then I really drove it home because I did this during the year where I made like loads of socks. Sorry, excuse me a minute. You alright, mate?
Oh.
Good day?
It was boring.
Was it? Was it quiet?
It was dead, yeah.
Oh man, that's a bit shit for your first day back.
That's right.
Right, well, have a hunt, grab yourself some food.
Okay.
Alright. Yeah, I did this year of socks, and that's Elle's fault completely. And basically that's when I really like pushed to learn it, because I just thought it would make things quicker and easier, and it actually does once you get the hang of it. All you've got to remember when you put it down is which way you're going, and that's quite easy once you get the hang of it, because if, like for example, when you're knitting forwards, if the yarn is, slip, not knit. If the yarn is coming off a stitch on the right hand needle, like so, then you're knitting that way. If the yarn is coming off a stitch on the left hand needle, then you're knitting the other way, that way. So, you know, that's really the only thing you've got to remember. The only major problem I have is if I accidentally put it down when I'm halfway. So if I'm hang on, I'll show you. Never ever put your knitting down when you're in between the two socks, because you won't know which way you're going. If you want to use worsted weight yarn, I would recommend a 60 or a 64 stitch sock. It's going to be the sort of thing that you're going to have a play with, you know. So I would cast on, work a bit, figure out what works for you. Like I said, it took me several attempts before I figured out what was best for me. But worsted isn't hugely thicker than sock weight yarn, so I would attempt a 64 stitch sock on a 2.75mm needle, which to you is, where the fuck is my phone? There it is. On a US 2. So yeah, I would do it on a use a size 2 needle and try 60 stitches and do some rows of rib for your cuff, and then some rows of just knit for your body. Well, it depends on whether you want to do them in just knit or whether you want to do rib all over. So Yeah, it will fit one of you. It's too big for you, it'll fit her. So, and don't forget though, you want a nice snug fit, because socks will stretch after a little bit. Wool stretches, okay, and they will stretch after a bit. But it's like, I don't know how I do it, but that's how I do it. I hinge my thumb and my ring finger to move the needle, which then enables me to wrap the yarn. I've never actually sort of tried to break it down for anybody else before. And it brings the tip of the needle, can you see what I'm doing there? Brings the tip of the needle so that I can wrap the yarn that little bit easier. Jay, a heel flap is the easiest thing in the world. That's why I like them. And like I said, all I do is I do a flap that is the same amount of rows as there are stitches. So if you do work a 60 stitch sock, then your heel flap needs to be 30 stitches and 30 rows before you do the little turn bit at the bottom. And that is literally a few rows. It's not a lot. And that's the bit that sort of goes round the bottom of your heel. It is simple, simple, simple. This bit is, once you've worked the length, you then do a few short rows to, and that gives you that curve bit that goes around the bottom of your heel. And that is just a case of short rows, which is where you work in the middle. Okay, so you would work to the middle stitches and then a little bit further beyond. But I explain how to do that. Okay, and then you turn and you go back again. This is where this knitting backwards comes in helpful. And at first it's only 7 stitches, but then you go further and further each time, 1 stitch further each time, until you've done all of the stitches. Yeah, and then what you do is you pick up down the sides. That's why these slip stitches are important. You pick up down the sides and then you start working in the round again. And then you decrease these extra stitches that you've picked up on every alternate row, which gives you that nice sort of curved look on the side of the foot on knitted socks. It is, honestly, it is really, really easy. But I'm going to go through all of that with you. But I'm going to do it in video form so that you can go back and have a look. Oh, enjoy your bangers and mash, darling. Oh, onion gravy and bangers and mash. Yum, 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 yum. No worries, sweet. See you later. Gosh, you're making me hungry. And then, yeah, you just do that until you've got the right amount of rows. So I've done 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 18, 20, 22, 24 rows. So not that many more to go, and then I can turn for the heel. So I'm going to leave that there, and then I can do that on video for you, just to, you know, so you can refer back to it. But yeah, that's how I work the heel. But to hold the yarn, I go over the top of my finger, like so, and then around like that. But I like a tight tension. You know, I know quite a lot of knitters that just do it the once. I know other knitters that go over a couple of fingers like that. I can't get used to that because I spread my fingers out when I'm holding the especially on socks. But yeah, I go like that. And that gives me that extra bit of tension. Because all you've got to do then is just clamp your fingers together really to make it that little bit tighter. So, yeah. So that's pretty much that. I was sitting right on the edge of my chair when I was doing that. Oh, shoulder. So yeah, that's, oh wow, it's only 9:30. It feels well later. Oh dear. Well, I think we'll leave it there then. I think a couple of hours is enough, isn't it? And I know some people are lurking and not talking and lurking and playing with Fenris because he's playing a fucking game, bitch. she's probably not even listening to me. Do you know what I mean? She's probably just like got me on mute or something. How many steps have I done? I've done 9,599 and I'm behind because I've got to get to... I've actually reduced my steps because it got to the point with the challenges and that I was... What's that say? Really? Yeah. You're knitting. Good. So you should be. Yeah, I reduced my steps. I left the challenge group and I reduced my steps because it got to the point where I'm burning out really. I've got so much going on at the moment at home, especially like this coming week, you know, with the baby and the wedding and all of that lot, and where I'm now home educating as well. What is your issue? It's exciting. I don't have the time to dedicate to it, and I found like a few times where I was stepping until midnight just to reach my goals, and I was like, you know what, this is killing me, and I can't do this. While I love it, I just can't, you know. And then when I get days where I'm like this, and I've got a trapped nerve in my shoulder, which now really, really hurts. I ate something that didn't agree with me a couple of days ago. So my IBS has gone bananas. Plus it's that time of the month. So, you know, and I'm one of those people that to totally gross people out, I'm looser during my period anyway. So, you know, I'm in the loo every fucking couple of hours. So it's, you know, but I'm glad it's this week and not next week because, you know, I wouldn't want to be going through a wedding with all that. And it's just, yeah. So I reduced my step count. I've reduced it from 6 months ago it was 16,000. Now I'm down to 10,800. I don't know. I'm making sure that I'm moving it. I'm very conscious of it. But it's like I said earlier, I did some driving today, and in England, stick shift is standard. So, you know, we all drive stick shifts. Some people drive automatics. I know Elle drives an automatic. But it's standard really to learn in a stick car. So I probably drove for about an hour and a half, and I'm a bit achy. So yeah, that's why I'm very paranoid about that kind of thing. But I'm hypermobile. You know, my joints bend really far, and my joints tend to dislocate. So I think what I did was I moved funny in the night a couple of nights ago, and when I woke up I was like, oh, you know, I slept funny. I just thought it was stiff neck at first. Oh, I just slept a bit funny, and then like it didn't get any better after a day. I was like, I've trapped a fucking nerve. And it's like Mary, bless her heart, she's like, go to chiropractor. But I know from past experience that it'll pop and release it. I've just got to find the angle to make it fucking pop. So I just get on with my life until it does it, and then it's like, oh, what a fucking relief. Have they checked you to make sure you haven't trapped a nerve or something like that? Because trapped nerves are the worst. Dog's gone into my son just to moan at him. Yeah, hang off the door. Yeah, I can't believe people still do that. No, they won't, Vig, will they? Your short term, you didn't realise about a chiropractor. Yeah, she said to me, go visit a chiropractor. And it was just like, well, by the time I've got an appointment in the UK, it'll be like 3 months before I even get an appointment to see my GP to then get referred. And I can't afford to go private because that's about 60 quid and I just don't have that kind of money. Yeah. That is really Mary. That's me. At the moment it's causing pain there, Fig, on that muscle, and that muscle's now in spasm. So I know that when that muscle calms down, it will help release the nerve. You're on April's PC. So where the fuck is April? And it's also causing pain actually down behind my shoulder blade. But I dislocate. I suffer from, I hate that term. I live with a condition called Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. I'm hypermobile, basically. My joints tend to dislocate. It's usually my knees, but occasionally my elbow or my shoulder will pop out ever so slightly. And then, of course, it pops back in, and inadvertently in my shoulder, it tends to trap a nerve. And it will pop again eventually, and it will free it, or whatever. Yeah. So at the moment, I can feel it. It is like there is a big lump of tension. It's a big knot of ow, but the main pain is in the back. And I had a hot bath last night. It's like there as well. It is actually, I can feel it. It's standing up. It's rock hard. So, right, what did I do? I didn't do it. Don't tell me off. Yeah. And get all the dreads out of the way. So, yeah, it's just a bit there. And once I can find that position where your arm goes like that and suddenly something will go clunk and it will release it. Okay, this is where Mary tells me off now. Go on. Oh, yeah. What? Hey, stop licking it. I don't care if it's dirty or if it feels nice. Stop licking it. You're not going to tell me anything. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Because you're mummy and you tell me off on a regular basis. Well, duh. Like, I'm not going to tell you anything, but... Yeah, that's good. That's a good point, actually. I've got a thing. It vibrates. Not that thing. not my purple boyfriend. But I've got a. Oh, you can't see it. So that side. And it heats up, and it vibrates. I might try that on it later to see if that like helps release it, or just at least helps everything relax enough to give it a little bit of relief. Yeah. This one's like stupidly expensive. We bought it years ago. My mother did anyway, and she bought it for me because I suffer from chronic pain in my lower back. And we were at the camping and caravanning show in Birmingham. God, this is going back years. And they trialled this thing on my back, and I was like, wow, that is gorgeous. And my mum was like, right, we'll buy it. All right. Yeah. I mean, I've been like, I remember once I went to like a knit and natter, and a friend of mine, she used to, well, she was a friend at the time. She used to do acupuncture and acupressure, and she was like, "Do you want a hand with that?" And I was like, "You're going to abuse me in the middle of this restaurant." And she was like, "Yeah." And she got up, she stood behind me, and she literally, like, she got her thumbs and her knuckles. And she found the point. And yeah, it wasn't long before I was like, "No, stop, because it really hurt." But yeah, it did the job. But it's like, it's weird because I've got a pain like there on the end of my sort of shoulder. And when I try and breathe deep, that's where a lot of the pain is. It's weird. It is really weird this time. So I reckon where it sort of popped is around about that sort of area. I'd love to visit a masseuse though and have somebody just go. I don't know where it's coming from. There's pain there. It's like there, and under my shoulder blade. So yeah, it's like when I go like that, that pain is now under my shoulder blade. But I can breathe better when I go like that. Isn't it funny? Have you had reflexology? Is that the feet thing? See, I couldn't do somebody touching my feet. I'd kick them. I had ultrasound therapy on my feet once because I have plantar fasciitis. And before I had my son, I got referred to the hospital, and he got this ultrasound probe, and I really dug it in the bottom of my foot, and my daughter was standing there, absolute fits, laughing at me. And he said, "I've never had anybody react like that," because I was alternatively screaming, "Ow, oh my fucking God," and laughing and threatening him, going, "If you don't let go of me, I'm going to kick you in the face," because I hate my feet being touched. I really do. And I'm just like, I watch these films and where, you know, this guy massages this woman's feet, and I'm like, that's not only sexy as hell, but I bet that feels fucking great. But I couldn't. I tried to let Stuart touch my feet once, and I nearly killed him. You just never went back. Well, no, I said to Stuart once, I wonder if that we were watching Alien Resurrection of all things. Oh god, Date Night with Stuart was usually a horror film, and because you don't know Vigdis, Stuart was my long-term partner, and I lost him a year ago, unexpectedly, quite suddenly. In June, he passed away. But yeah, we had quite a sarcastic relationship. And yeah, we were watching Alien Resurrection, and there's that point where she's lying on her stomach, and they're all relaxing, and she's lying on her stomach, and he's really, Elgin is really like giving her a nice foot massage, and she's like almost orgasming on the spot, and I was like, that looks like it's so nice. And he was like, do you want me to try it? And I was, no, because I'll kick you in the face. He was like, God, we'll try, we'll get really, really drunk, and I'll touch your feet. And the minute he touched my feet, I was like, no, get the fuck off me. No, dear. Yeah, I can't do it. I really can't. I've tried. I mean, that doctor that ultrasounded my foot, he said to me, I have never, ever seen anybody react like that. And I was just like, I can't, it's horrible. Don't touch my feet. I said, I'm not coming back ever. And thankfully, that one treatment actually did, help the plantar fasciitis. And it took 5 years for it to come back. But I think the reason I've got it again now is I think my arches are collapsing, which really pisses me off because I wear walking boots. I wear decent shoes. Do you know what I mean? And I've splurged out and bought my Merrells this year. And I'm really glad that I have, because when I wear them, the pain's gone, because there's that little bit of support under that arch bit of your foot. Yeah, there's that little bit there that is just supporting my foot enough that I'm not standing like that or totally flat. I'm standing how you should be, which the shoes are doing for me. And I've tested this theory as well. I've walked about with my shoes on all day. I get up, I come down, I come to it about an hour later, I go and get dressed, and at that point I put my shoes on. And then I wear my shoes, I've got them on now. I wear my shoes until I go to bed, really. So as I'm walking around the house, as I'm getting my steps in, as I'm doing all of this, I've got my shoes on. If I take them off, and I can do 18,000, 20,000 steps with my shoes on. If I do it without my shoes on, my feet are hurting by 5,000 steps. Thank you for joining us, Mary, on April's PC. Yeah, I must admit, I am so pleased when a couple of years ago when I asked for shoe recommendations that it was Ninja Beck's, actually, Sue, and a friend of mine who said, yeah, get Merrells, they are the best ones out there. I tried Skechers a couple of months ago on the recommendation of my live. A few people said try Skechers, and I did, and I put them on, and I went in the other room, and I did a couple of thousand steps, and I turned around to my son, and I went, nope. And he was like, are your feet hurt? And I said, yeah. And I took them off and sent them back. And I splurged and bought the Merrells. They were on offer. And I nearly waited to see if they would drop during Prime Day, but I thought, you know what, I can't. And they were on offer. They were down from £130 down to £99.99. So I said, you know what, I'm going to go for it. And I did. And it's probably the best thing I've bought this year because my feet don't hurt quite so much. They're great when I've got them on. They really are. So my first pair was second hand. I bought those on eBay, 40 quid. And I was like, yes. And they lasted me a whole year. I was like, that's not bad, is it? 40 quid for a pair of shoes that last you a year is great. Yeah. Do you know what? I don't think I'm going to wear anything else now, Sue. I think that's it. I'm stuck with Merrells. I need to know if they do flip-flops for summer. Because my feet get hot. I swell in the summer. I'm a swelly person. If I lost some weight, I probably wouldn't be an issue. But, you know. But my soon-to-be son-in-law, like, as in 6 days' time to be son-in-law, has just bought Alex's old car. And I might say to him, could he drop me and Daryl off in various different places around the Isle of Wight so that we can walk home? I used to be like that, Vig. I would quite often go out and about and walk miles without shoes. yeah, it really didn't bother me. I like that grounded feeling. But just, yeah. My arch is collapsing and the pain it's causing I just can't deal with. And it's chronic. It's an awful, awful pain. So, welcome back on your own profile, Mary. Because, yeah, I always used to walk around in bare feet. Always. You were able to get an insert that helped plus arch supports. I did think about getting an insert. That was you that wrote that one, Mary. I did think about getting an insert, but then I have quite swollen big feet, and inserts take up space within your shoe. So I just thought, you know what, I might as well just buy a shoe that does that for me. And, you know, if these shoes last me a couple of years, for £100, I consider that a good deal. You have sandlers, but not seen any strappy ones. I've not heard of those. Oh, I'm going to go look them up. Hang on then, because I know how to do it now. You have to go to a wide shoe, yes, all right. Right, screen. You are looking at my screen now, people. Sandlers. Have they got their own website? Sandlers. Hang on, let me move some shit off my desk so that I can... Oh, Adam Sandler's. Is that who we're talking about? No. Okay, let's try Sandler's shoes. Shut up, dog. I hear the dog moaning. Oh, Firefox didn't like that. My computer didn't like that. I've now crashed. Oh, fuck. Oh, hang on. Here we go. Ah, women's shoes online. I'm just going to reduce this window so I can see you chatting. Oh, sandals, not sandlers. Apparently, there is a company called Sandler. Am I back now? Can you see me now? Yeah, it froze for a second. No, get off. Go away. Merrills do sandals, do they? They do sandals. OMG. Well, they don't look very fashionable. Hang on, this is where I find out. Look, fucking Amazon do them. And if they're on Prime, I'm going to fucking kick myself. Well, that's the Fit Flop, isn't it? Do you know, I've looked at those Fit Flops. Look at those, they're down to 30 quid. Ong. I could live with that, I suppose. I just don't like too much covering my feet. Oh, I quite like that one. The lattice. Can you guys see that? I don't even know if you can still see that. Right, you couldn't see that. I quite like that one. That's quite nice. That's 42 quid. Fuck me, that's a lot of money. These ones, I think there's just too much of it. That would do my nut in. That one's not too bad. I guess this is something I'm going to have to buy next year because they're a bit pricey. Oh, that's a Fit Flop. I was going to say that one's quite nice, but that's a Fit Flop. That one. Can I make this window smaller so that I can at least see that you're all seeing the same thing that I am? Yeah, I mean, I quite like this style. And they seem to do that in quite a range of colours. That one's not too bad. Which ones? the Terran Cross. Yeah, they're quite expensive, aren't they? Or the lattice ones. I like the lattice. Those are pretty. Then you get into the bulky. Hey, Becca! We're looking at sandals. What have you missed? Oh, purple! And those are even cheaper, look. £37.50. Quite tempted. You've missed everything. Oh, you guys, can you guys see that? Let me move it over a little bit. Those are nice. The ones I didn't like. The chunky ones. Yeah, they're just a bit too chunky for me, I think. I set up next week. I did a little bit of knitting to show Rita, and now we're discussing Meryl's sandals. Those are quite pretty, aren't they? They're only £37.50 as well. So that's like fucking half price. Ooh, pink. But then you've got that's exactly the same sandal, isn't it? For £29.33. Is that not the exact same sandal as that one? Women's Terran Lace Lee ankle strap sandals. That's the same fucking doohickey, isn't it? Not quite the same, is it not? Oh no, it's not. That one's got thinner straps, hasn't it, there? Yeah. But for the sake of like almost £10, I think I could live with that. I don't know if I could live with that though. I like that. That one. Yeah. I think that thick strap across the front of the ankle is what's going to do me in. Because my feet... See, that's only £22, look. Because my feet swell so much in the summer when I get hot and my ankles swell so much. Yeah, Fit Flop is like... They're huge, aren't they? I don't know whether I could wear... Why have you given me books? The fuck has books got to do with shoes? I don't know whether I could handle that chunky strap across the front. Yeah. These are obviously the more expensive ones. Wow. Those are only £11, you guys. Look at that, £11.69. The colour's disgusting. I wonder if they do that in a different colour. You also have Trespass Fit Flop. Yeah, I wondered about those. No, they only come in gold. Oh, they're disgusting. Oh, they've only got 4 ratings and a 4 out of 5. I wouldn't wear that colour. Not in a million years. Ah! That's where it freaks out because I went back. I wonder if I could handle Fit Flops. Has anybody tried Fit Flop? See, those are down to below £20, look. The Mendy backstrap slingback sandals. That looks all adjustable there, doesn't it? I wonder what that looks like. I mean, it's pink, but I don't know that I would wear pink. Why don't they do other colours? No, I don't think I would wear pink, to be honest. They can make your calves ache. what is it about it that makes your calf ache? I know you're talking Fit Flops or the Merrell sandals. Because we were just saying, like, I wear Merrell shoes. I do like the lattice ankle strap sandals, just not in that colour, obviously. Sandspur Delta track shoe. That looks a little bit thin. I need something that's got enough support in the sole there. Hang on, I'll just bring that up. So, yeah, along the sole there, so that my plantar fasciitis doesn't aggravate. The Fit Flops. Oh, okay. Can they? Oh, see, now they do it in black. There's no price on those. Of course there isn't. Oh, see, the black ones aren't on offer. Fuckers. Go back. Thank you. What, the Merrells? Yeah. Okay, so we're getting into silly prices now. So ooh, too far. Let's go back to page 1. See, I really like those. Those look really nice, don't they? I love the splash of turquoise in them. Simple snap buckle. Oh, hang on, let me just move that over a little bit so you guys can see it. Simple snap buckle. And that's the arch support just in there. I like those a lot, actually. But they are expensive. So I have massive feet, so they would need to be an 8, which would be £42.24. Oh dear me. Oh dear. Well, I think yeah. I have small feet. You're the first person in the world to ever tell me I have small feet. Thanks for that. You wear a 10 to 11, do you really? Yeah, but is that US size though? Because I think that's quite. Check out the ones at 22.50. Hang on, I've lost the internet. Where's it gone? Can't find them now. They weren't £22.50. There was those purple ones that were £29.33, and then some right next to them that were £22.07. I don't like those as much. US sizing is different, yeah. Oh well, I might splurge and get those lattice ones. Give them a try anyway. You're a 40 or a 42. Yeah, that's about what I am. So you're about the same size. I don't know whether... Oh, I keep opening the wrong fucking window. Hang on. Yeah, see, they're in the Prime deal. I don't know whether I like those or not. I don't think I do, because they have quite a chunky strap over the front of the heel where your ankle bends the most, and I think that would bug me. Your daughter wears a 12, so that's about a UK 10 then. The one I'm looking at has got 4.7 out of 5 stars over 59 global ratings, and that's down from 65 to 37.50. So that's not bad. Yeah, US size it would be 10 or 11, but UK sizes are different. I wear a EU 42, which is a size 8 in the UK. Your sizes are different to ours. You're wearing an 8.5, and oh, you have little feet. Little feet. I could walk on water, my feet are so fucking big. They're like boats. Yeah. And you wear a 6, do you really? Your feet must be about that big. Yeah. US shoe sizes are a couple of sizes smaller than ours. So if you are in a European 42, that is about a UK 8. Which is what size I am. So, yeah. I'm going to be RB because I need to run to the loo because I've drank that entire pint. So, hang on just a tick. You've just found a conversion where European 42 is UK 8 but US 8.5. What? Oh, you looked at men's sizes. Oh dear. Your husband wears a 13 or 14. That's about an 11, 12 here. Alex wears that. So does Kyle. Your size in European is 40. So that can't be right. Because I'm a 42 and that's a size 8. I'm 5'2". Don Moore, size 15. Yeah, big feet. Big feet. All my boys got big feet. Come to the conclusion Daryl's going to be tall. I measured him the other day and he's like about that much under 4 foot. He's not even fucking 6 and he's nearly 4 foot tall. Yeah, that sounds about right, yeah. Excuse me. I keep hitting the table. Oh, good news. Good news. I got this message. Hang on, let me find it. Oh. Ow, that hurt. From the lady looking at my sewing machines. And she said the one that I was trying to sew on seems to be working okay now. She changed the needle and it turned out I'd put like a heavyweight needle in it for like heavy quilting or whatever. So I was like, oh, okay. I said, well, that's a brand new fucking needle. And she said, do you know what size it was? I said, well, not off the top of my head, no. And she said the other one, which is my sewing machine, she said it had button thread in it, but the machine does seem to have a generic problem with bobbin winding. Apparently it's a common problem and one she can't solve. And she said 2 choices, get it looked at or repaired either at the main Singer shop or by their repairman, or for the time being use the other machine to actually wind the bobbin, which is what she did. If I get her man to look at it, it'll have to go to the mainland. Apparently it's not looked at here. So I was like, oh, I'm baffled, because she said as soon as she changed the needle in the first machine, it worked perfectly. I said, I'm quite baffled at that, as it's a brand new needle in the Brilliance. I replaced it when it snapped. And she said, can you remember what size you replaced it with? And I was like, no. And she said it had a coloured shaft, usually donating a specialist needle. And she's replaced it with the universal ones. And she said you need to up that size if I'm using thick wadding, because I said it hasn't worked properly since I made my Kindle cover, and I'd use like really thick wadding on that. And I said to my mum, I want to make a cover for Daryl's iPad. Let me rephrase that. I call it Daryl's iPad. It's the iPad I bought him to do schoolwork on. It's not his iPad. It's my iPad, but it's used for Daryl's schoolwork. Because I personally detest when children his age have a tablet. He doesn't play games on it. He doesn't watch YouTube. It is for schoolwork. And I want to make a cover for that iPad the same as the cover that I made for my Kindle, which is like fucking super chunky. The wadding, each layer is like that. So I think if I'm going to make another one, I'm going to do it by hand because I don't want to ruin another machine. So yeah, she said you need to up it if you use thick wadding. And she said she's done what she can for now anyway. So I'm like, awesome. So I'm going to pick those up tomorrow and see if they work. I've got the yawnies. So, yeah. chat stopped. Have you all stopped talking, or, you know, were you listening? Or is my chat frozen? If my chat's frozen, oh, don't yawn, I'll set you off. I'm sorry. It's that time of night. What time is it? It's 20 past 10. I'm knackered. I've just had my stream report sent at 20 past 8. I must have momentarily been kicked off of Streamlabs earlier when it froze, because Streamlabs have sent me stats for my stream today. It's close to my bedtime, it is. Yeah, I think I must have accidentally put a heavy size needle in it. I could have sworn I put an 80 in it, but I might be wrong. Because the first needle I had in it snapped. And I replaced it with what I thought was generic size. And she said she put a 80/21 in it. I'm sure that's what I put in it. But I might be wrong. I did get kicked off, did I? That must have been when I in that fucking word processing program and everything froze. It must have momentarily cut me off. Does that mean there's going to be 2 streams on Twitch then? But I've had it before now where Slobs has completely shut down and I've had to reopen it, and you've all been sat there going, where did she go? And I've, you know, it classed as one stream. Stupid thing. Night night, Sue. Sleep well, darling. Oh, okay. What's that saying? At 2 hours and 47 minutes. See, according to Slobs, I've been on for 2 hours, 47 minutes and 14 seconds. Which is 7:30. So that's weird that you guys couldn't see me for that split second. That's interesting. That's interesting. So is anybody going to get the new iPhone? Because I really, really want it. And I can't afford it. But if somebody, like, enables me, I'm just going to have to buy it. Was it? As long as that? Oh. Well, shit. No. That's not at all enabling there, April. I'm very disappointed that you're not helping to enable me. You didn't lose the stream at all. Oh, good. All right, then. I'll have to go on Twitch when I'm done and see what it says. Not that I understand half of Twitch, but at least I will be able to see whether it's 1 stream or 2. It just reset the timer. That's weird. Because up in the corner over there, on Slobs, it says 2:48. Your daughter wants to get one. Maybe you'll take hers. What's she got then? Because I'm running a 7 and I haven't upgraded in years. And while I like my 7... No, I'm poor as fuck too. I buy it on a store card. You really want it, but you know you shouldn't. Maybe if you accidentally buy it and blame it. You know, I'll blame you if I tell you what, Becca, because I really love you, I'll buy you an iPhone 12 Pro Max if you buy me one. And you know, if you buy me one, can I have a blue one, please? And then Poppy can blame me completely when you go home and go, look what Sam bought me. By the way, I bought her one too. But I have to wait for Argos to do it because I'm going to have to buy it on my Argos card. Although my carrier messaged me today and went, we have the iPhone 12, you know, and I'm like, no, don't tell me that because I can't afford £75 a month to fucking pay for it. You know, which is probably how much it'll cost. Sounds like a deal. Awesome. As soon as Argos get them, I'll buy you one. Because then I can do it on 6 months, buy now, pay later. Yeah, the very basic one. It can only talk and take crappy pictures. Is that supposed to say crappy or creepy? That was an awesome typo, whichever way that was meant to come out. That was awesome. Oh dear. I mean, my current one, I got the 7, and it's oh dear. and I love it. It's good, but I'm like, I've only got one camera. I've only got one camera, and I love the ones that have got like the 3. I know that that's so cool. But does the 12 have that? I don't know. I haven't watched the keynote yet. Oh wait, you thought I meant it, or you thought she meant it? No. Yeah, no. Oh, poor me. I know. You've got the 11 Pro Max. Hi, Doc. How you doing? Do you like it? See, what I'm going to do, and I was saying this earlier, now that the specs have been released, I'm going to go and compare the 11 Pro Max to the 12 Pro Max. And if there's not a huge amount of difference, I might say fuck it and buy the 11 Pro Max. Because like loads of people are ranting about the fact that it's now got the flat edges, the 12 Pro Max. And I'm like, actually, I quite like the curved edges. I really liked it when this version came out. Was it the 6 that come out with the curved edges? And I'm like, I'm in no rush to get the 12 with just because it's got flat edges. But I do want it in blue. But then if they knock the 11 Pro Max price down, and the 11 Pro Max is currently available at Argos, which is where I'm going to have to get it because I've got an Argos card. Do I wait? Or, I don't know what the fuck to do. Is the price of the 12 worth whatever the 12's got that the 11 doesn't? You know? So I'm going to compare the specs. And if the 12 isn't hugely different than the 11, she has the 6. Yeah, see, my son has the 6. That's my old phone. And you got yours on a heavy duty drop case because you're an idiot. Okay. Bye. Yeah, I love you, Becca. You come shopping with me anytime. If it's just a case of, it's a smidgen faster or whatever, I'd probably go for the 11. Because especially if they drop the price, if they don't drop the price of the 11, then I might just say, fuck it, go for the 12. I really don't know. And 12's not out yet anyway, is it? I mean, does anybody know when the Pro Max is coming out for the 12? Because I haven't watched the keynote yet, so I don't know. I was going to do that tonight, but it's getting late and I might not. I don't know. I'm at least going to watch 9 to 5 Mac and see what he's got to say about it. Well, I haven't had one since the 7. There's a Matthew standing in it. That's my son, Matthew. Matthew, come here and say hello.
No.
Come here and say hello to Twitch.
No. Are you going to want another drink or for us today? Because I got a drink there.
That's my Matthew. Say hi.
Howdy.
That's my second son.
Yeah.
No, you can have it. Go on.
Cool.
I will let you have my last of my vodka. He's fucking gone. Look. I say, yes, you can have it. And he's fucking shut off with my vodka. Asshole. You got an email from Apple. Oh, did they? They didn't offer me that. I never get that. They never offer me monthly payments, the rat bastards. Joking. I could afford that. You can get it. For the Pro, is that the Pro or the Pro Max? Because I want the big one. You always say to Poppy you won't buy the new iPhone and then you buy it a few days later. See, I've not upgraded. This is the 7, yeah, and I haven't upgraded since then because I don't. Although I love iPhones. I'm an Apple whore, but I won't upgrade every year because I can't afford it. I'm probably still paying for that, to be perfectly honest. Because for those of you that don't know, there's a store over here called Argos, and it's a catalogue shop. Yeah. What we call a catalogue shop. I don't know. Do you have catalogues over there? Where you can do buy now, pay later. As of now, I don't think they're releasing it until November. Is the Pro out already then? Oh man, I think the Pro Max is coming out next month. Yeah, anyway, Argos is a shop that it used to be what we call a catalogue shop, where you could go and you could get the catalogue and you could look for it and you could order stuff, and if you had an Argos card, a store card, you could buy it on credit. And then if you paid it off in a certain amount, you got interest free. If not, you have to pay a certain amount of interest. And the computer I'm using is on that. So yeah, you get yours on contract. See, I can't afford the contract. I mean, 3 messaged me earlier today because I'm on 3, and said we've got the iPhone. I don't even have the 3 apps, so where the fuck did that come from? And I went, no, don't tell me this. This is so, oh my god, where the hell did this? I don't think I still had the 3 app. Yeah, they messaged me earlier. Apparently I do. Touch ID for login. Saying, we have the 12. And I was like, no, I'm not looking. I refuse to look offers. Let's have a look. Let's see what they're offering the 12 for. Phones. Mobile phones. Filter by Apple. Show results. So there's the XR. Oh no, they don't have it then, do they? Is it a pre-order? See, now they've got the 11, and you can have that for 6 months half price, which isn't bad. So these are all XRs. I didn't even know XR was a thing. XS 11. So they flashed up an alert on my phone earlier. Right, Apple 11 Pro, £70 a month. See, I can't afford that. That's ridiculous amounts of money. You don't do contract, you get to charge. Yeah. So this is why I normally buy it outright, because then it's cheaper, I find, to buy it outright than it is to buy it on a phone contract, because it's just so much money. Refer a friend who buys a phone. No thanks. Yes, they don't actually have it. They have the SE 2020. So they're lying then, is what we're saying. So they lied when they messaged me about it earlier on today. How can I get the new iPhone? Oh, hang on. No, that's the SC. So they lied. Assholes. They don't have it. They lied to me. I don't know what he's cooking, but it smells like potatoes. You did enjoy the jumping quality of the camera when you got the 11. Yeah, see, what... Is that a 12 megapixel, the 11? Because, you know, I'm sort of like, if it's... Where's the doohickeys on it? See, I quite like the idea, you know, and it does 4K video, and pre-orders open with Apple directly on the 16th. Friday then. You get yours on Very. Okay. I only get the free apps. I don't buy 12 meg. See, that's apparently what the 12 has got. So what's the 12 got that the 11 doesn't? This is what I'm talking about. Do you know what I mean? If the 12 isn't huge, I can't believe you get a fucking payment offer with Apple, dog. That's just so not fair. If the 12 isn't hugely different from the 11, I might just go for the 11. You know? Because the 12's got a 12 megapixel camera. It's got a different screen type. But I'm not really majorly worried about that. I don't see how it'll be hugely different. So I had a Very account. Because I bought my my Fitbit on it. And then once I paid it off, it looks like they closed my account. So I'd have to open a new one. I think I might have to do a little bit of research. Yeah, see, 5G is just not a thing here at the moment. Christ, I've only had, where I live, we've only had 4G for about 2 years. And I ain't fucking joking either. You know, so if that's literally all it is and a different screen type, I know the screen is glass, isn't it, rather than whatever the current, you know, whatever my screen is. Which, again, isn't a huge issue for me. And it's going to be a wee bit faster, but then the 11's going to feel so much faster than what my 7 is. I may just go for the 11 and say bollocks to it. I wonder if I could reopen my Very account. Because I know Argos, I looked at Argos the other day, and they didn't have any in stock. Because I already checked. I'm so bad. I am so bad. Apple iPhone 11. See, this is the last thing that I searched for in my history. See, you got the 11. Did they do a... Yeah, they did a Pro Max in 11. That would be the one I would want because I like a big phone. You know? So, let's go... Can I change that? iPhone 11 Pro Max. Okay. Well, they don't have the space grey one. Not in stock at this store. Out of stock for delivery. So they have this. They have the space grey one. Right, 64 gig. And I'm sort of like about what size to get because this one that I've got is 256 gig and I've got 251 available and I'm sort of like, should I get the 64 or will I then be struggling for space, or should I get the next one up? I think I should really get the next one up, shouldn't I? Which is the 256. Is there not a 128 one? God, it doesn't help that they're all in fucking sort by price. Let's do it that way. Go away. See, now I've got a load of fucking... Hang on, let me... So you guys can see what I'm looking at. Phone cases. I don't want the phone case. I don't give a shit about the phone cases. Right, let's have a look. That's a Pro, that's a Pro, that's a Pro, that's a Pro. Pro Max 64 gig, 64 gig, 64 gig, 64 gig. Yeah, so it seems to go 64 gig or 256. It's only 50 quid difference. Oh, hang on. So you found this. Okay. Better camera, as is typically the case with new iPhones. The iPhone 12 has upgraded camera capabilities of 11, especially the 12 Pro models. The iPhone 12 and 12 mini largely stick with the iPhone 11's camera designs with regular ultra-wide selfie cameras, but they also offer night mode photos that now work on the ultra-wide and selfie cameras too, and improved HDR mode for challenging scenes with bright and dark elements. So it's not a huge amount of difference. See, I could get the... I could collect that first thing tomorrow if I did it. What kind of chip has it got? Does anybody know? The 12? Because the 11 has got A13 Bionic triple camera system with 12 megapixel ultra wide and telephoto, night mode, portrait mode, and 4K video up to 60 frames per second. You can't take square photos. Can you not? Actually, I might go for the fucking 11 then. It's smaller than the 12 Pro Max. The 11 Pro Max is 5.8. The 12 Pro Max is like an extra inch, isn't it? And I know the 11 Pro is an OLED display and the 12 Pro is something else. It's LED, not OLED, something else. Yes. Oh, okay. Becca's found more info for me. Good. The 12 Pro and the 12 Pro Max get major photography improvements, including a large image sensor and a fourth telephoto camera. Oh. But to be fair, I mean, how often would you use that? You know, if I'm zooming that much, I'd rather have my camera, to be honest. And have you heard they're not issuing the 12s with a plug? So if you want a new plug with it, you've got to buy a plug or a wireless charger. And the wireless charger is £39. And the plug is like £19. So yeah, it doesn't come with a plug. Not that that matters. I mean, you know, if you've regularly upgraded your fucking iDevices and you've got 60 billion plugs anyway, that's not an issue, but... You know what? I'm further and further tempted by just going for the 11 Pro. I even looked it up on Amazon as well to see if it was on Prime. Because I'm so bad. Because I'm awful. And I shouldn't be allowed to shop, especially when I've had a drink. And these are all cases. That's awesome. Oh, shop Apple Direct. Okay, let's do that. See, OMG. Oh, hang on, there's the 64 gig. I was just going to say, look how much cheaper that is. Wow. if I buy it on Amazon... Okay, Dorcas, see you later. If I was to get the 11 Pro Max, 256 gig, it's £1,149. If I buy it through Argos, it's 1,074. That's like 8494 14 24 34. That's like 65 quid difference. Yeah, that's the only thing I'm like really worried about, Mikey, is that there's no home button on the 11, and I'm not sure how I'll cope with that. But I don't use the home button, to be perfectly honest. I've got a virtual button. That's what that grey dot is, and that's what I use. Oh, Becca, I can't afford to come shopping with you. I can't believe that. I mean, look at that. That's 1,074 there, and like 70 quid more expensive on Amazon. How can they get away with that? That is just my gobbeth is smacketh. That's the 11 Pro Max. Oh my God. Oh, those are the higher capacity ones, but yeah, that's for the 250. I am looking at that right, aren't I? Apple iPhone 11 Pro Max, 256 gig in midnight green or silver. Right? Look at that. 1100. All of the craft shops, I'll take you to them. Oh, no, go away. Oh, yeah, thanks, but no thanks, dude. Whoever the fuck you are. I don't even know how to shut him up. Oh, delete. Did that work? Yes. Oh, wow, look, we're being trolled all over the fucking place. That's lovely. Fuck off. 3 in one go, that's fantastic. Wow. You just swipe up the 11. See, we've got the iPad 12, you know, the most recent iPad. And it's taken me a bit getting used to it because I don't have facial recognition or any of that. But I used like this virtual button. I'm Twitch famous because I've been trolled by 3 people. I just can't believe the difference in price. And that's apparently got 12% off on Amazon. That's ridiculous, isn't it? That is like a shit ton of money difference. So you search for it on Amazon and you get all the things that you could possibly want. Category. All of them. Let's have all of them. No, can't I just... Oh my God. I don't know how to search on... Oh, here we go. Mobile phones into communication. And I've still got all the junk. Can I not just have phones rather than... No, I don't want to include out of stock. Rather than like... brand. Nope. Oh, I don't know. It's crap. Yeah, leave us alone. We is spending virtual money. Although I'm very tempted to buy. But the only thing that's worrying me is on the Argos one, I can't see an option to put it on my Argos card. Special offers. Hang on, there are special offers on Argos. Save 25% on spec clear cases. Yeah, get money for your old smartphone when you trade it in. Yeah, I looked at that. And I get about 40 quid for this. Fuck that, I could sell it to one of my kids for a lot more than that. Buy selected SIM-free device and get a Voxy SIM with 45... No, I don't want that either. Get a free SIM card? No. Save 20% on AirPods. I can't use those because they hurt my ears. That's shit then, isn't it? Oh, view credit plans. Oh, that's what I'm looking for. 6 months interest free. Not looking at it. I'm not looking at it because I've had a drink. And if I buy it now, I'm going to feel so guilty. And I really want it. I'm going to compare. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go on and I'm going to compare the 11 and the 12. The Pro Maxes, because that's the one I want. Because that's the one that sort of does everything now. And, yeah, go to bed, you bad woman. And if the 11 Pro Max isn't a huge improvement, the 12 Pro Max isn't a huge improvement on the 11, I might just get the 11. We'll see. Good night, Becca. If I send you a picture tomorrow of a brand new phone, this is your fault. All your fault. The only thing I'm like a bit bummed about is they don't do the 11 in blue. I want the blue one. Anyway, I should really go because it's late and I need to go to sleep now because I'm quite inebriated. I could paint it blue. Could you imagine that? Me contacting Apple going, my phone isn't working. Brand new, I've only just fucking bought it. Well, what did you do to it? I painted it blue. Drunk Sam has bought a new phone, house and a small tiger. I've got a house. I don't want another house. Well, I do have in my wish list for this phone a case to match my pop socket because that's blue. So if they do a case like that matches it in that colour, I might have to. House. I don't need another house. I've got a house, and I can't afford to move off this fucking island. So paint it. You lot are dreadful, aren't you? Just, yeah, go and buy this brand new phone that costs well over £1,000 and then paint it blue with acrylic paint. Oh dear. You could just see me here with a tiny, tiny brush going like, we just nobody fucking move while I paint around the camera. You don't like iPhones? Nah. Well, there's always one. It is cute. Your daughter bought moss like this. Yeah, daisies. Yeah, Gerbera daisies. It'd have to be made of solid gold. What are you running at the moment, Mary? Come on. What phone have you got? Or do you not bother with the phone? Oh man, I'm going to have to go in a minute because I still need to get a shitload of steps in. I still need like 1,100, 1,200. Ew, you're an Android. Ew. That's all right, Mary. We forgive you. But it's like I was talking today, you know, I went on news app and they were going on about like telling you about the iPhone 12 and you've got all the Samsung lovers in there going, you know, ew, fucking iPhone, I won't buy that. And it's like, okay, so you wouldn't buy it. There's no need to come here and slag it off, is there? Do you know what I mean? It's like, you know, okay, so you like Android. Well, that's fair enough. But I do a lot on my phone. You know, I run my entire life through my phone. I do spreadsheets and all sorts of shit all over my phone. I haven't used my iPad since they brought out the larger size phone because I do it all on my phone. The only thing I wish the iPhone did that the iPad does is the split screen thing. I was so pissed off when they brought that out. And I was like, well, why don't you do that on the iPhone, especially on the ones with the larger screens? Because it was like, well, you could easily do that on what I call a phablet, you know, phone cross tablet. But they don't, you know? Yeah, and that's great. There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, I love my iPhone. And I've had iPhones since they came out. I had the very first iPhone, and I had iPhones for years and years and years, and then I did briefly swap to a Samsung, and I had a S3, I think it was, way back in the day, and I didn't like it. I stuck with it for about 6 months, and I was like, I can't stand this phone. It is slow, it doesn't open apps and all of that, do you know what I mean? And it was, no, I can't afford it either, but hey, store credit. Yeah, I hated everything about the Samsung. And it's funny because Alex upgraded his phone last year, and he went from iPhone to Samsung, and we were talking about this today, and I said to him, you know, I'm really, really crushing on the iPhone 12. And he said, God, he said, I'd love to update my phone. And I said, would you? I said, would you go back to an iPhone? He was like, Christ, yes. He said, everybody at wrestling was teasing him, going, oh, when are you going to get a new phone? You know, you got a fucking iPhone and all this stuff. Because he had like quite an old iPhone. And he was like, okay, you know, here you go. I've got a Samsung and I fucking hate it. And he was saying to me today, he said, I hate it. You know, he said, you hit something on an iPhone and it opens it. You know, you hit an app on the iPhone and it opens it. You hit an app on, like, the Samsung that he's running and it thinks about it. Then it opens it. You know, and it's like, and we would sort of, I must admit, we were ripping it apart a bit. But I'm a dedicated iPhone lover. I love them. And I love the seamless integration between my Apple devices. So, you know, I mean, I don't need to upgrade. I would like to upgrade. And I know if I do upgrade, my eldest will buy this one off of me. He basically pays me £20 a month for the privilege of being able to steal my phone whenever I upgrade. And I haven't upgraded since the 7, so I think he's well overdue. Have a smoke, darling. I'm sorry you're in pain. I'm in pain too, which is why I'm drinking. I was going to go like an hour and a half ago, and then we started talking about phones. Did the laptop turn up, Mikey? Or are you still waiting for it? Oh. I wonder how much it costs to get a massage. And where's the best place to go, do you reckon? The idea of getting a massage while wearing a face mask just seems really odd. I'm going to move after. Yeah, I need to pee again. Oh dear. So I'll drink a pint of water before I go to bed. I'll be alright. Oh dear. Yeah, I don't really know what else to do now. Kind of run out of things. Well, I haven't. There's probably like 6 million and one things I could do. I just can't be bothered. Does anybody know whether Frankie's laptop arrived? Because I think Mikey's gone quiet on me. Back and forth to the loo. Yeah, I know. So oh God, when I was pregnant with Daryl, I had to go to the loo. I had 14 weeks of morning sickness. Not throwing up, just nausea, and all I wanted to do was sleep. And then after that, it was every 45 minutes to the toilet. For fucking 36 weeks, do you know what I mean? 26 weeks, sorry, 26 weeks. Yeah, so the morning sickness and the nausea all went away, and then it was just like toilet every 45 minutes. Oh, sorry, sweet. The laptop arrived. You do 3. Oh, good. Oh, good. I'm glad it arrived finally for him. But yeah, when I was every 45 minutes, bang on. Didn't matter whether I had a drink or not. Every 45 minutes to the toilet, and I was like, this is what I get for being an older mum. I didn't have this shit with my other children. Yeah. I even phoned the doctor in the end and I went, please, can you get him out? Because I can't handle, I need to sleep. You're teaching him how to get on and off himself. So oh, that's good. And is he alright with that? For those that don't know, Mikey's child is non-verbal. He's autistic, isn't he, Mikey? Lovely lad. Yeah, I am going to have to go soon because I need to get those steps in. I need to be green, at least. Mainly because I bet on myself. I'm coming out of Argos, look. Mainly because I bet on myself that I will match my steps every day to what they tell me to. So, and I'm behind. I've only got 9,676. And I need... What do I need? Ouch. 10,007. I needed another 1,100 steps, basically. Which will take me about 10 minutes. Was your dinner alright? What did you have?
Chips.
Yeah, Kievs.
Chips and chips.
OMG.
Yeah.
What, the out of that packet?
Yeah, the one that was already open.
What did you think?
Alright.
Not as nice as the other ones, though, were they?
No.
Not as much sauce.
No, it's because it's. I wouldn't say it's because it's not sauce, I'd say it's. No, it wasn't as nice.
Yeah, because I've had 2 out of there and I just found there just wasn't as much.
I think it's because, like, obviously it comes in a bulky bag. It's probably just the cheap cuts of the meat.
Yeah.
It's just probably cheap shit.
It's not as
bread.
nice.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
not nice. So.
Well, basically, you pay that much for a bag of 8 as you do for a box of 2.
Yeah, well, that's what it is.
Yeah.
It's quality, you know?
Yeah, it's quality. Nice, though. He's very proud of himself. Oh, good for him. Told him to get on his speech therapy today and he just clicked on and now his speech therapist. Oh, bless. Autistic with speech and practice. Yeah, I thought something like that. But he's so loving, isn't he? He looks after you as well. Bless his heart. 3 to 4 hours though, that's really good. If it's holding his attention for that long, that's awesome. Because 3 to 4 hours to an autistic kid's an awful long time. I mean, we're doing about 90 minutes, maybe 2 hours a day. But Daryl's only 6, you know. So I'm sort of like, well, pardon me. I don't agree with young children going to school for fucking 8 hours a day. They're 6 for crying out loud. But he does what he does. But then there's other things we do during the day that Daryl learns with. So, you know. Right. I should go. I really should go, shouldn't I? Because I'm quite drunk. And my phone's sitting here going, buy a new one. This is the kind of shit I do. I order shit in the middle of the night and then wake up the next day going, oh my God, what did I do? So, yeah. Right, I'm going to go. Do not buy a new phone. But Mary, I want one. But Sam, no, you need more A's. You need to put, but Sam. People in hell want ice water too. Yeah, but they're in hell. They deserve to be punished. Are we going to talk religion now? Because if we're going to talk religion now, I need to go for a wee first. Sam. Not even, no, right. It's far too late and I'm far too drunk for a discussion on religion. Right. Go on, everybody. Bugger off. For those of you that are still in here and you're in the UK, I'm amazed that you are. Have a fantastic night. For those of you who are across the pond in the US, it must be about 6-7 p.m. in Eastern, and I've got no idea in Pacific. It's about 8 hours difference. Is that right? Is it 8 hours? Somebody tell me. Between me and Pacific, it's 11 p.m. here. What is it Pacific? 6 p.m. Pacific. Is that all? No, that's Eastern. 8 hours. Is that where you are? Where are you? If you don't mind me asking, you don't have to answer that. Are you England or? 8 hours Pacific. Which makes it 1 p.m. I think. No. Oh, God, fuck. 9 a.m. Oh, my God, I don't fucking know. You're in Gloucester. Oh, are you? Farmer country. I'm on the Isle of Wight. Down there. 3 p.m. Pacific. I knew that. God, Mary. Yeah, 3 p.m. Pacific. I'd have got there eventually. War. That's right. War. You up north. Everybody's up north from where I am. I knew it was an odd number, Mary. Yeah. Well, I'm getting there. I'll tell you what though, my shoulder doesn't hurt. Until I laugh and then it does. But Gloucestershire, I like Gloucestershire, it's nice, it's pretty. Right, go on, fuck off the lot, yeah. Good night to those of you who are here in the UK. Well, I think that's only Vig, really, because everybody else fucked off last time I said good night. To those of you in the Elle's still here, although she's playing with Fen. Yeah, so good night to Elle and Vig, and to the people in the US. Mary, Mikey, April. I think everybody else fucked off and left me. Have a fantastic evening, and she did, didn't she? I think we should go and visit Fen, don't you? Yeah, I will be back. There won't be a today in my BuJournal in the morning because, you know, I'm too fucking drunk to do it now. But there will be on Friday morning. So have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will see you next time. Thank you for joining me. I really, 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 really appreciate it. To everybody that followed and liked and all that rubbish, you know, thanks very much. For those of you that watched it on YouTube, where the fuck were you when we were live? It was fun. You weren't here. But hey, like it and subscribe and all that rubbish anyway. And I'll see you next time. Bye.